Exterior, urban street, night. Gordon M. Amoth, male, 30, stands outside a small convenience store. He's leaning against a lamppost and smoking a cigarette. Brian G. Ahir, male, 30, drives up and stops the car next to Gordon. The window rolls down on the passenger side, and Gordon leans into the window. Brian sits in the driver's seat, smoking a slim cigar.
Gordy, how you doing?
Not great.
No? What's up?
Not much. Just waiting for some jerk to return my car.
Really? A jerk. What's with that?
It's been 4 hours.
You know how things get. Sometimes getting things get hard to get. You get me?
Yeah, 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 I got you. I always get you. I guess I stopped thinking anything gonna be any different.
Why should it? I'm here, and your car's all in one piece, like I promised.
You promised it was only gonna be an hour.
I lost my watch. Give me a break. I'm here, ain't I?
I shouldn't have expected any more. So why meet here? Why couldn't you just drop it off at my house?
Well, Gordy, it was in the wrong direction.
It was in the right direction when you picked it up. What happened? Did the earth flip?
I've always told you, it was funny. That was funny.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Brian, what's going on?
Well, I got an errand. I could use your help.
I don't want to be involved in one of your dealings.
Ain't nothing like that. Just I need to take care of something, and it might involve some lifting. I need some extra hands.
Just realized
What,
something.
what are you lifting? You better not be planning lifting an ATM again.
Oh, I told you, it's nothing like that. I'll fill you in on the ride. Come on, just going for a ride. Get in
Gordon,
already.
Gordon flicks out his cigarette, shakes his head, then opens the door and slides into the car. Interior, Gordon's car, continuous.
I'm only doing this because I guess tired of standing and I want to make sure my car don't get messed up.
No problem. Just sit back and relax.
Yeah, and first sign of your crazy, harebrained idea, I take off leaving you wherever this ends.
No problem. You'll see.
Brian pulls the car away from the curb and drives out of town. Moments pass as they travel into the night. Brian glances over to Gordon. Brian smiles and then takes a puff on his cigar.
Want to smoke?
Gordon eyes the cigar.
I don't smoke in my car. I told you, no smoking.
I don't. Did you? I don't remember. Kind of silly rule. Smoking and driving goes together.
Shannon doesn't like the smell.
Shannon ain't here.
Gordon doesn't respond. He just looks out the window.
You still let her control everything? She ain't even gonna be in this car again. Am I right or what?
Gordon doesn't respond.
So what's the deal? You're hoping to get back with her?
Gordon continues to stare out of the window.
What I want don't matter. In 2 days, she's going to be married.
Lot can happen in 2 days.
Gordon glances over to Brian.
What do you mean?
Just that, Gordy. Time moves on. Life happens. Change comes. We just need to be ready for it. That's all there is to it.
If Shannon wants a wedding in 2 days, it's going to happen.
Okay. Okay. But just supposing it don't happen, would you want her back?
This was none of my doing. I never wanted her to go. She's still got stuff in our place. I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't want to just chuck it. She might want it back.
Then I take it as a yes to my previous question.
Gordon looks away to stare out the window.
What I want don't matter.
It's that kind of thinking that got her gone. Some things you have to fight for, even if you want them.
The fighting was done. The war is over. Andrew gets the spoils.
Gordon notices the landscape changing as they travel into a forest-lined street.
Where the hell are we?
We're here.
Brian stops the car in a dark, forested area. They get out of the car. Exterior, wooded area continuous. Brian removes a shovel from the back seat.
What's that for?
Got to fill in the hole.
A hole? What hole?
The one I dug earlier.
Why were you out here digging holes?
Like Nikki said, dig the hole first.
Who's Nikki?
Santoro, Nikki Santoro.
Who the hell is Nikki Santoro?
From Casino. Don't you remember Casino?
Casino, the movie?
Yeah. And in Casino, Nikki Santoro advises to dig the hole first. He says you gotta dig it right. The hole first, just in case someone comes by while you're digging. On account, if you have a body there and you're still digging, pretty soon you got to dig a few more holes. Otherwise, you could be there all night.
Brian walks to the trunk of the car.
You get me?
What's in the trunk?
The package.
Brian opens the trunk.
What package?
The package for the hole. Ain't you been paying attention?
Gordon walks to the trunk. He stops abruptly. Inside the trunk, gagged, with hands tied, unconscious, is Andrew Anthony Abate, male,
What the
30.
What the fuck is this?
You don't recognize him.
Oh, hell yeah, I recognize him. What the hell is Andrew doing in my trunk?
Right now, he ain't doing much, and soon he ain't doing anything.
Is he dead? Did you fucking kill him?
To be perfectly truthful, I ain't sure. Kind of reminds me of something about a cat in a box, except in this case, it's a trunk.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something from science, but hell, you know, science ain't my best subject. Well, hell, none of them subjects were my best subjects.
Brian, just tell me what the hell is Andrew doing in my trunk?
It's really simple. So simple, I can't believe I dunked it up. You see, no groom, no wedding.
Gordon takes a few steps back from the car, then turns back to look at Brian. Brian stands with shovel in hand and smiles.
You are out of your fucking mind. Of all the crazy stunts, this is full-fledged, out of any mental range.
Now, Gordy, you're not seeing a full ramification of what is being presented here. Don't you see? You get to rush in and comfort the fair Shannon. She thinks she's been left at the altar, and you can be there in a tux to step up.
A tux? How do you see me in a tux?
Gordy, you can't get hitched in blue jeans.
Gordon rushes over to Brian and grabs his shirt collar.
Hitched? I'll be in prison for murder.
Andrew groans. Brian and Gordon turn to the trunk.
Hell, the cat's alive.
Andrew shifts in the trunk. He attempts to sit up and slowly opens his eyes. His eyes open wide as he looks at Gordon and Brian holding the shovel. Andrew muffles a scream. Gordon leans into the trunk and helps Andrew to sit up with his legs dangling over the trunk.
Andrew, this wasn't my idea. I had nothing to do with this. Are you okay?
Andrew continues to stare wide-eyed, quickly turning his head from Brian to Gordon.
This does complicate things.
Gordon turns to Brian.
Complicate. It was complicated when you put him in the trunk.
Yeah, I know, but now, I figured he'd be dead when we drop him in the hole. I wonder what Nikki would do. The whole deal of digging the hole first was to maximize the chances of success. So now we got the hole, but our package ain't quite ready for it. Unless the package goes in alive.
What?
Yeah, I figured it'd not be for that. So the alternative, we just slam him with a shovel a couple of times.
Andrew goes rigid and begins to squirm and shake. Gordon grabs the shovel from Brian.
Oh, you want the honors? I guess that's right. After all, he stole your loved one.
Andrew shakes more violently.
Just make sure when you hit him, do it firm. Make sure it's good to go.
You fucking moron. If anyone's gonna have a shovel up in their head, it's gonna be you.
What? You don't mean that. I did this for you. It's the plan to get Shannon back in your bed. Although, if it was me, I'd be kicking her out. I still don't get it, but it's what you want.
Gordon leaps at Brian. He pushes him down with the handle of the shovel against Brian's chest. They both tumble on the grass. They struggle, rolling over each other. Andrew slowly stands up. He cautiously creeps around to the front of the car and then runs down the road away from Brian and Gordon. While, in the tumble, Gordon drops the shovel. Brian rolls over on top of Gordon. Gordon shoves Brian off. They both stand and eye the shovel, and then both run towards the shovel. Gordon grabs the shovel. Brian stands between Gordon and the car. Gordon raises the shovel. He begins to wind up.
Don't do what I think you might be thinking. Take a breath. This wasn't my dog in the fight. This was all for you.
Gordon raises the shovel up. Brian bends down, covering his head with his arms. Gordon sees the trunk and pauses. Brian looks up at Gordon.
Good. That's good. No need for us to get all punchy here. All we have to do is take care of...
Brian turns and sees the empty trunk.
Where's Andrew?
Gordon drops the shovel.
Shit, he fucking took off.
Damn. I didn't figure that would happen.
You didn't figure untying his feet?
I didn't have enough rope, and it goes back to the cat in the box thing.
No matter what happens, I can always count on you.
You betcha.
You're the worst excuse for a moron. I can always count on you fucking up everything that you fuck up.
That ain't cool.
Don't forget, I still have the shovel and there's still an open hole.
So you're thinking of tracking Andy down and bringing him back?
No, I'm thinking of you filling that hole, dead or alive.
That's just brutal. Look, he's still bound up and probably loopy from me knocking him out. He can't get far. We can still do this and be at the chapel on time.
Yeah, maybe.
I knew you'd come around. Come on. I drive. You scan for Andy.
That's not what I meant. We find him, we tell him it was a joke that got out of hand. You didn't mean to hit him. That was an accident.
That's the way you want to go? Gonna be a waste of perfectly good hole.
You just better hope we find him and he believes us. After all, if he doesn't go with us, he won't get to the wedding on time.
Gordy, if that's what you want, I'm with you. Let's go find a groom-to-be. After a couple of years with Shannon, he might have use for that hole.
Gordon tosses the shovel into the back seat. He slams the trunk lid and holds out his hand to Brian.
What you want?
The keys. I'm driving. You might see him on the road and have an impulse to run him down.
Brian smiles, shrugs, and nods in agreement. He hands Gordon the keys.
Wow.
That was very funny.
So that concludes our program. We now move on to conversations. To the last one. With friends like this. And,
Hey, that was funny as hell.
and it's, we had some last minute, like I keep saying, this never happens without a glitch. And today was very glitchy, but I'm glad Bob was able to come in and he took on the narrator. Glad that Mary stepped in as Andrew, and really liked the characters that Corey and Randy did. That's kind of exactly as I had pictured their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a real like Pulp Fiction vibe.
Yeah.
Exactly where I was
yeah.
going. Quentin
The back and
Tarantino.
forth of the
That was it.
characters. Yeah, that sort of thing. It really did come across.
And what I had mentioned, but we didn't get really to discuss that, is I had asked Corey and Randy if they'd ever seen the movie Rounders. It's
Oh.
a Matt Damon movie where he's basically a professional poker player, but he plays straight. But he has this friend who likes to use the little tricks of the trade to win at poker, and he doesn't care how much trouble he creates for
Yeah.
Damien's character. And no matter what happens, Matt Damien's still his friend, still there to take on whatever happens. And that's how I saw Randy's character, as this guy that was constantly doing things that he shouldn't do. You know, at this point he probably thought he was doing something for the right reason, but not completely thoroughly thought out. So that was kind
I
of
love the fact that the characters in this play was very funny. That the one guy's like, well, we're doing X to X and X, and well, what if the guy doesn't X, X, and X? Is he dead? All these things. Oh, well, we'll just do it on somebody else. Whatever. That was very funny to me. We'll just move on to someone else, Yeah, that was very clever, Stephen, the script. Yeah.
and
I had a lot of fun acting with my eyeballs.
you did show a lot of fear. That was what we were
Well, that's good. I wasn't sure if it was translating as fear, but I figured I could at least, move my eyeballs around and.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
And I've always had
There was one.
what's that, Robert?
But
Robert?
There was one line in there. I think it was, "That would be a waste of a perfectly good hole," or something along those lines. That was my favorite in the whole thing.
But then maybe I'm gonna end up killing her and filling the hole with her.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to think much of that woman and think, well, maybe one day he's gonna kill her and then put her body in there.
Yeah. But I've always liked that scene in Casino with Joe Pesci playing
Oh, yeah.
and talking about what you have to do out in the desert. Dig the hole first.
Yeah.
I like
also-
Joe Pesci as an actor, but I always hate his characters. I never want to
That's
see
funny,
them
I love
again.
that.
I think you were supposed to hate his character sometimes.
I know, but like some people love to hate his characters, like, oh, I hate him, but I love him.
Yeah.
With me, it's just I hate him. And I never want to see this character again.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
thought
that.
the acting was great and all the actors are great. And Bob, as a narrator, you sound like an old time radio host. That was fantastic.
Yeah, you
I was
did.
like, that was so cool the way you did the narration. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
thank you.
that's very good. Yeah, I was like, oh,
He's
okay.
got that voice, doesn't he?
Yeah. I was like,
Personally.
Yeah,
very
I'm
cool.
glad you got to do the narrator. Your voice would have been wasted on this character that I played.
Actually, I
You would
thought
have
that
just been going, "Brr, brr, brr."
I thought that the writing of the character with the accent, and Stephen, the accent, the language that you put there was perfect for that kind of stuff. It was really, really great. And as a Brooklyn, Coney Island kid, I appreciate it.
And I was Corey, I was impressed that how you switched to New York. You did New York pretty well. I was
Yeah,
I liked it. It was
yeah.
fun hearing you speak in a New York accent.
It was after you said that, I was kind of thinking like, if they're 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 clearly friends, right? Like obviously
Yeah.
Randy's character is doing this like ridiculous, insane thing because it's his friend, right? So it's
Right.
like if I should sound like him. Like, so yeah, so I pretty much tried to mimic his accent. So
Yeah, you
thank
did a
Randy.
good job.
Yeah, great.
You guys,
job,
I
y'all.
have to go. I'm sorry, but I had so much fun doing this, and thank you for adding me at the last second.
Well, our next one will be July 26th.
Oh, great. That's before I
Thank
leave town
you.
for vacation.
Thanks. Bye. Okay.
All right, I gotta go too because my dogs have to go out. So
All right.
great job, everybody.
Thank
Really
you.
enjoyed-
By the way, Corey, brilliantly hapless.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
interpretation. And Randy, I know you must be a good actor, but golly, you seem like you were from the other side of the tracks there.
Ellie, thank you. Well, it was, Bob brought it in for sure with the narration. It was like a totally 360.
Yeah. Yeah, Randy did a great job with one of Leslie's play at another group, and that's when I contacted him. to do this. Yeah. And they're right, Bob. You might end up being the go-to narrator for everybody.
As I've told some folks, I'm retiring from my job July 6th. So next week, next Monday, not tomorrow Monday, but next Monday. So I'll have more time. I'm 70 years old, and I figured that this would be a good way to spend a lot of my free time once I have it available.
I was reminded by an elderly lady on a New York bus that this August I'm going to be 70 also.
You young whippersnappers.
But retirement is great. You do have more time to do the stuff that you want to do. The only issue is you don't know what day it is.
Right. Right. I figure my checklist has one thing on them. Did I wake up this morning? Yes. Okay. That's it. That's all I have to do.
Done.
That's
It's a
it.
good luxury.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's great. Congratulations on your imminent
Thanks.
retirement. That's great. Yeah, Stephen, I loved how active this script was. Like the characters were doing things rather than just standing around and talking. And when you think about the words we use to describe movies and plays and shows, those are all verbs that have been made into nouns. And so I just kind of love when that is remembered, that it's like, let these characters do stuff. So
As you guys were performing, I should have asked you, hey, do you have a broom in your house? We could just see.
yeah, even if it was just a stick of some sort would have been good, actually. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, onto Corey's. Yeah, I feel like, I grew up in theater, so it just reminded me of like traditional comedy theater where you're on stage and yeah, the movement, the physicality between the two people, the dialogue, it just, yeah, it definitely took me back and reminded me of some old, awesome, great plays. So yeah, thank you for that.
I'm glad you accepted the part. Thank you. Well, unless anybody else has something they'd like to add or put in, or I guess we're.
Thanks so much for
Thank you.
having me.
Sure.
And
Thank you.
see
Great
you
script.
maybe next time.
Yes.
Take care. Enjoy your evening, everybody, or day, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
17.